A few moments later.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sports Shirts right here on the VRR. I'm your host, Friar Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. I'm a card-carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly. And I'm one of the founding members of the Veteran Revolt Network. All right, a lot to unpack and a short time to do it, so let's get right to it. He's a United States and Naval veteran. He's also my co-host on The Bar, which you catch every Saturday night at 2100 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the VRR, which we broadcast to Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So you can find us at all those social media sites. Follow us, subscribe us, give us a thumbs up, share us out however you can. We appreciate it. Anyways, I say he's my co-host on The Bar. He's a United States Naval veteran, Fleet Marine Force Corpsman, hence the name Devil Dog. Please welcome to the altar of competition where we worship grown men and women playing with balls, driving around in circles, and beating the shit out of each other. What up, homie?
What's up?
How you doing?
How was date night last night?
Good. How was the show? I tuned in a couple times, but there was dancing to be done.
It wasn't bad. I mean, there was a crazy kids going on in the background.
Crazy kids.
Carl had his kids doing weird stuff.
Okay, like
every time
ritual stuff, or
no, like jumping off the air conditioner, jumping off the bookcase, or
nice.
me and J-Dub would start imitating Skeletor, and you would hear him imitate Skeletor in the background. He threw his Tonka truck at his older brother and said emotional damage, and it hit him right in the head. It was hilarious.
All righty. Our next co-host is one of my good friends for many, many, many years. We served together at the all-inclusive resort known as 43 area, Las Pulgas, guest of the most holistic company in the Marine Corps history, ammo company, 1st Supply Battalion, 1st Force Source Support Group, 1st Smart Div. It was a glorious time. We got lots of trouble, and we got out of a lot of trouble too. He's our MMA contributor and gambling expert and boxing guru. Without further ado, brother Bishop Pook Dawg.
Oh, let us proclaim the fact that the Chicago Bears need to wave the white flag and trade everybody and fire the head coaching staff. Oh.
Emotional damage.
Pook has seen the fucking light. Thank you, Jesus.
I didn't see the light. I saw the score.
That'll do it.
I saw the score. I saw it on the.
Jeez,
I told you this last year, Pook.
there's quite a bunch of scores that were a little shocking today. They just
little
shocking. To a daycare center last night. Yeah, it'll happen. All right, our next.
I think you need to start. I think if you're a fantasy honk, if you're a fantasy guy and you have any Miami players at all, I think you should start any Miami player. Any Miami player you have is like a must start. Anybody, any of them.
That would be Pops and Minnie.
Yeah,
any of them. Whoever you got.
And the kicker, right?
Jalen Waddle was hurt, right? Jalen Waddle was out, but like these guys like Moser and stuff like that. I got him on my bench in one league. I'm looking at his like I don't know, scored like 60 or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Hey, I got 69 points today from a defense. I'm happier than a pig and shit.
What defense? Oh, who you got? Kansas City?
No, I got the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah, they did some magic today. It's that big plays, man. Our next co-host guest is Pops. We call him Pops because he's my Pops, and he's been in the auto racing industry for over 50 years, covering it, producing live shows, announcing at local tracks, you name it. So, without further ado, let's bring him on with this Cincinnati Reds gear.
Hey!
It's amazing. Things are working so far.
Yeah.
I was still typing when all of a sudden I saw, oh my God, it's 5 till 6. So, or 5 till 7, I'm sorry. And that's the way the whole day's gone. I just don't have my shit together at all. But
Neither do your Reds.
Blame it on Pook.
Blame it on Pook.
My Reds are falling apart. Don't understand why.
I've been betting.
You've been betting them to fall apart?
I've been betting on them. I've been betting on the Reds. They
Ooh! Kentucky's going to be able to bet come Thursday.
Oh yeah,
legalized betting, no less.
Don't tell Pook that. Don't tell Pook that.
I'm all about illegal.
We're going to leave Phoenix to come here to bet. I can see that now.
I'm all about the shady underworld. I still have a bookie that I meet in a back alley.
Hey, I had one I used to bowl with.
Yeah, that's where they hang out. Bowling. That's normally
we would bowl, and then you'd have to go to the bar to get the things going again. So
that's where you find
that was interesting.
A lot of times.
Last lane at the local bowling alley closest to the bar.
Yeah, there you go. Probably.
Yeah, obviously, they're a dying breed because now you got apps on your phone. If you're in a state where it's legal, they make it so easy. They give you freebies. It's like, who wants to deal with the bookie? Who wants to deal with the shady underworld when you have everything right there on your phone? Everything's legit.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing, actually, a little bit. You know?
Yeah, it is a little bit. But
picking up an envelope from the bar, dropping off an envelope at the bar.
Not only all the way around, it might be.
There's a little like danger to it, and it's a little more
fun,
you know.
No. You could, as a player, you could definitely get picked up for questioning by the FBI and everything else in the old days. Yeah, as a player.
Well, you would have cracked up. Newport, Kentucky was the center of gambling in this area of the country, and you would go by the bars, and all of the bars had gambling stickers where they paid money to the federal government to take care of the taxes.
Yeah, I believe it.
It was illegal to gamble in Kentucky.
Right.
But they still had their federal sticker on their windows saying that they paid their taxes for gambling. So
right.
I mean,
right. No, I got you. No, I'm with you. That's how it should be. You know, I grew up in the 1980s where, you know, the gray area of the law depended a lot on who was your sheriff and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and hell, man, that part I was not aware of that in Kentucky, but I know like Steubingsville, Ohio was a huge gambling town.
Yeah.
That little steel town, giant gambling town. You know, so in LaPorte, Indiana, little, believe it or not, at one time they had like 3 cigar stores in that little town. You could go up and put the money on the pine and bet a sports game or playing a card game in that little podunk town. So yeah,
the activities of Newport, Kentucky is what brought Jerry Springer down for a while. He paid for an escort using a check.
It seems to go hand in hand. It does. It's gambling, smoking, drinking, all that.
Yep. You could go in there, and they used to have a hallway that was probably 8-9 feet wide, but it was only really about 2 feet wide because the rest was taking care of booze all along the side. And so,
wow,
you could go there and have a conversation with a lady.
It sounds like I'm no longer single, but when I was single, this sounds like a place I would have liked to take a vacation to if I was a man of the 1980s.
Hey, well, the best part about it is I was working for the brewery at that time, and I got paid to call on these places. So
nice, Pops.
Yeah.
Hey, Pook, we have a request.
Say what?
If we happen to get to the term where you're thinking about getting married, can we have it in a cold weather climate this time? Minnie doesn't need any more kids.
No, I don't. I take good offers on one of them right now.
I'm not. I don't even have a settlement from. We haven't settled because there's property involved. We haven't been able to agree on a settlement in the first divorce.
Jesus.
So you're.
I don't even want to hear anymore.
Just asking
this
because
has gone way too far now.
if it happens, the wife wants to go to a wedding. That's all I'm saying.
All right on, man. You're invited.
Had to get
Like
the
10
Rick
minutes
roll
in,
in.
I got Rick rolled.
I know, right? All right, brother Bishop Pook Dawg.
We did have a fight last night. Hey, while I'm talking, if you could pull up that video I got from that I sent you on WhatsApp. Do you have that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, last night we had a fight night in Vegas on ESPN, like 51 or whatever it is. It had Bryce Mitchell.
Ocho.
Bryce Smith in the undercard. Bryce Mitchell faced off against 50K Danny Ige. And Danny Ige took a loss in this. Bryce Mitchell actually had the win. Bryce Mitchell scored a decision. And the interesting thing about this fight is that Danny Ige admitted, I saw an interview where he admitted, I lost the fight. I made some bad mistakes, and that's all it takes. You make some mistakes in a close fight, that's it. You're going to lose the decision. Guess who ended up going to the hospital? Bryce Mitchell, his opponent, the guy that won the fight. That's how these things kind of go sometimes. That leads us to the clip. If you could pull up that clip, we got that clip of the hospital. And not only was Bryce Mitchell at the hospital, but Gamrot.
What the business, yeah? What the business, guys?
Here, look at this. You got Rafael Fiziev up there. Gamrot gave him a TKO, but he injured his leg, planting his foot for a kick. Right here, he is right here.
Second
What a
round.
business. You got 3 of the fighters from last night all in the hospital. So you kids want to get into MMA, it's a long, hard road to the top if you want to rock. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in the MMA world. It's a rough sport. And Rafael Fiziev went down with a leg injury, lost TKO to Gamrot. That was the main event last night. Now, upcoming here in the UFC, we're going to have a pay-per-view in October. We got pay-per-view before October?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Don't we have the Usman fight? Isn't it the Usman fight?
Yeah,
I think it's
Makhachev Oliveira is going to be the first fight, and that's going to be October. That's on October 21st. I don't see where we got the Usman fight here. Makhachev Oliveira is going to be fighting. Dana White also announced the fight. I believe Patty Pimblett and correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, Paddy Pimblett is going to be fighting Tony Ferguson. That's going to be very interesting. That's going to be very interesting because you got, Tony Ferguson, who's, used to be a UFC legend, kind of turned himself into a meme here. And you got Paddy Pimblett, who started out as a meme and is trying to turn himself into a UFC fighter. So you got the battle of the meme warriors here. We'll see what happens with those guys. Like I said, we got the next upcoming pay-per-view is going to be Makhachev Oliveira too. There were some announcements for that one as well. I believe we got Paulo Costa fighting Khamzat Chimaev on that card. We're going to have Johnny Walker on that card again. Makhmed Ankalaev is going to be fighting him. Interesting card. Tim Elliott's going to be on that card. We got that to look forward to, I guess.
And we got that good one on Veterans Day.
John Jones is going to be fighting Stipe. We know about that. What's that?
Yep. We got that one on Veterans Day.
John Jones is going to be fighting Stipe in November. That's when Veterans Day is, right? I think.
Yep. November
Seahawks
11th.
has scored another touchdown. Interesting. All right.
Hope it's Tyler Lockett.
Well, I know we got a lot to get through and get to with the NFL. There wasn't a lot happening last night in MMA. We had the fight night. We've talked about the Stipe fight ad nauseum in the past. We've talked about what's next for Conor ad nauseum in the past. We've talked about Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou. We've kind of beat that to death. We kind of got to wait for these fights to happen before we got something to talk about. We could talk about Bryce Mitchell's opinions on flat Earth. We could do that if you want.
Oh God,
That's it. Bisbing had a whole podcast this morning about it almost. Do you guys believe in flat Earth?
Nope.
No.
I'll tell you what right now. This is the Pook. This is the Pook right now. This is the Pook right now.
Because I've been on a boat, dude.
Only reason
thing is flat Earth.
They make a good argument. Some of them. Now listen. The only reason I could maybe believe the flat Earth theory is because I've been lied to about everything else as well. My whole life, everything, starting with Santa Claus.
Oh God.
Everything. Starting with Santa Claus, ending with COVID and Ukraine. I've been lied to about everything. But anyway, all right. Bryce Mitchell, flat earther, recorded the win, was in the hospital with Michelle Watterson and Faziz. So, what you guys think? This is relevant, Bryce. You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You guys aren't watching the same feeds I'm seeing. You're not seeing that this is topical. You're not seeing that Bryce Mitchell's a flat earther. Bryce Mitchell won his fight last night. Bryce Mitchell talked about the flat earth, I believe, in the press conference. That's what started this controversy. So, this is topical, and we really don't got a lot to talk about in MMA right now, unless you want to talk about Conor. I don't know. He hasn't punched anybody's wife or thrown anybody's wife off a boat in a long time, or punched anybody else in the mouth because their wife's hot in a long time. But I'm sure we wait long enough to.
Lies. Oh, lies!
Lighten up, Francis.
Pook's loose. The Pook is loose. Oh man.
They showed me how to use buttons. You all are screwed.
Yeah, man. No, I don't know. I don't know what else. We've kind of everything that's coming up. We've known about it for a minute, right? And we've talked about it in the past. I don't think anything's changed.
Jake Paul and Jake Paul's gonna be fighting Dylan Dennis.
Who the fuck
no
is
one cares
that?
about that.
Yeah,
their own controversy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That guy Dylan Dennis went deep on Jake Paul's wife. Brought receipts and everything about how she's some kind of little skank and this and that and the other thing and all these men that she's been with, and it damn near ended their marriage and stuff. And I believe he's being sued by more than one person right now for the words coming out of his mouth. Dylan Dennis, that is. They might not even have that fight, but they've been trying to promote that fight like something it's slinging the mud. They've been slinging the mud over there to try to promote that fight.
Gotcha. Oh, what happened to Pops? He just disappeared.
His computer needed a restart.
Oh God.
You know, like it always does 5 minutes before the show.
Well, yeah, he didn't do it this time, and now he's got to redo
and
it.
now it happened now. So if you want to go smoke, I'll handle some business.
Might as well, man. Might as well. Then we'll come back to
we can
NFL,
jump right into
fantasy
baseball or racing.
Well, there's a lot going on in the NFL. There are a lot of interesting scores that I've seen.
Yeah, I'll cover that while you're on your smoke break, Minnie. All right, so college football. The new rankings are out. Georgia's still
Did
number
you watch
one.
that? You watched that Irish game last night? How depressing, man! Oh my God!
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
No, what do you mean? They should have won the damn game. They gave the Irish game.
The Irish should have won the game, but I was expecting Ohio State to normally look like Ohio State. Ohio State did not look like Ohio State last night.
No, because of the Irish defense.
Yeah, they usually putting up like 50-something points, and they only put up 18.
Notre Dame's got somewhat of an offense too. They didn't look like Notre Dame at all, and it
was a defensive battle which was great, which was needed. But there was a couple plays from the refs that fucked some shit up.
Well, I don't like some of the calls that were made, but that's okay. And then you realize the last two plays, the Notre Dame defense only had 10 men on the field.
Yep.
Yeah, what the hell was that, man? So, imagine if you had 11 players. Imagine what would have been like.
They probably wouldn't have scored.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't have scored.
Probably wouldn't have scored. Probably would have got down there around the one.
In the AP Top 25, it goes as follows. In 25th, you have Fresno. 24th is Kansas, University of Kansas. 23rd is Missouri. Jesus Christ. 22nd is Florida. 21st is Tennessee. 20th is Ole Miss. 19th is Oregon State. Go Beavers. 18th is Miami. Don't care. 17th is Duke. 16th is Washington State University. Wow. This must be the 1990s all over again.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah. 15th is North Carolina. 14th is Oklahoma. 13th is LSU. 12th is Alabama. 11th is Notre Dame. 10th is Utah. 9th is Oregon.
Wow, what a select and they put on Colorado.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, they actually showed Colorado is actually worth being beat.
They exposed Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado
big
got
time.
exposed.
It looked like the Denver Broncos played the Oregon Ducks last night. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too soon? Washington is 7th. Penn State is 6th. Florida State is 5th. Ohio State is 4th. Texas is 3rd. Michigan is 2nd. Georgia is 1st. In the coaches poll, K-State's 25th. Kansas is 24th. Florida is 23rd. Mizzou is 22nd. Oregon State's 21st. Ole Miss 20th. Tennessee 19. Miami 18. Washington State 17. Duke 16. North Carolina 15. Oklahoma 14. Notre Dame 13. LSU 12. Bama 11. Utah 10. Oregon 9. Washington 8. Penn State 7. USC 6. Texas 5th. FSU 4th. Ohio State 4th. 3rd. Michigan 2nd. Georgia 1st. But in
You got a problem with any of those rankings?
I think Alabama should be lower. LSU should be lower. Old Miss should be lower, but that's just
I hate to break in because I missed part of this. Where's Colorado ranked?
they're not ranked anymore.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure.
Colorado is not ranked, period.
All right.
And then some of the scores from the top 25, you had Georgia kill the University of Alabama Birmingham 49-21. Michigan put a stomping on Rutgers 31-7. Texas killed Baylor 38-6. Florida State in overtime beat Clemson 31-24. And a funny thing happened in that game. The Clemson band during halftime thought it would be funny to go out on the field and make a good old cock and balls on the field.
What?
Hey, what?
You got video of that?
I sent the picture to Minnie.
You did?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got to see what.
Pull it up.
Oh, there's Mr. Carl. Hey, guy.
Yep.
Carl pulled it up. He's your assistant, right? He's like your
Yeah.
Jamie, right?
Yep.
I sent it to you in Messenger.
Hold on a second here. It's taking a minute to. There we go.
We
All
can't
right.
do it two-handed.
That's what she said.
Oh,
No, I didn't only need one.
There we go.
There we go. There's the cock and balls.
Wow.
I want to zoom in on this.
Oh, God.
That's as good as it gets right there. Good job.
What did it end up like? Or is that exactly the way it ended up?
That's the last photo I saw of it. I thought it was pretty hilarious. I was like, wait a minute, okay, I'm going back to my football game now. Okay,
I don't know. You guys got an imagination, man. That's like that
That's
looks
what it
like
looks
some
like when you got
curlicues and stuff, man.
that's what it looks like when you got foreskin. and not the wine from Nova Scotia.
Shit. Enjoy it.
Jesus.
Hey, and I pull up the Spider-Man one I sent you.
Hold on. JJ Wilson won his Friday night fight, unanimous decision. Did you see that, Pook?
Sorry, I wasn't on top of that.
Yeah, he was a Bellator.
I wasn't on top of that. I was not on top of that. Good friend of the program's been on the show. My apologies to JJ for not being on top of that.
You're gonna have to.
Where was that fight at?
I don't know. It was Bellator. I saw it in the Instagram feed. He came up.
That's the problem with all these damn organizations, Minnie. There's so many damn quality fighters out there too. There's so many good fighters, and it's very, very difficult to keep track of all these organizations. It's hard enough to following the UFC by itself is almost a full-time job, you know.
Oh, I hear you.
I mean, there's a lot going on right now. I mean, I could probably do a whole segment on one if I had time to research it and study it, and
the fight was
had time for me to put on there. I mean, there's so many quality fighters just in one FC over there in Singapore, over there in the Orient. Mighty Mouse is over there. I mean, you got a bunch of guys that could be in the UFC right now competing over there in Bellator and one for that matter, and even Risen. You know, there's a few others out there. Bellator really handed Risen their ass though when they had their pay-per-view event with Risen. They won most of those fights, and the premier fighters from Bellator beat the premier fighters from Risen. But that doesn't mean that there isn't some good fighters on their rosters as well. I mean, the talent's deep. I mean, we're pulling the talent from a global pool here.
Yeah, the fight was in Dublin.
Okay, thank you, Chris. I actually knew about that. I forgot about it. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about that.
So here are some scores from today's football games. Let me make sure it's completely up to date because the game just ended. So Packers came back the entire second half of the game, won 18-17.
Entirely in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 18 points in the fourth quarter, man.
Yep. The Patriots barely beat the Jets 15-10. The Sea Chickens are beating the Panthers 30-20 right now with less than a minute in the fourth. Rub and Tug beat the the Tennessee Titans 27-3. The Lions shellacked the Falcons 20-6. The Miami Dolphins beat the Colorado Buffaloes. The Denver Broncos 70-20. The Chargers beat the shit out of the Vikings. Finally, the Vikings are 0-3 for once in their damn life. So I don't have to hear the word skull anymore from those damn crackheads. 28-24. The Bills beat the Redskins 37-3.
Woo!
The Texans slaughtered the Jaguars, so they're not looking that good now. 37-17. The Chiefs, with the utmost help of a young pop star / country star / very mid Taylor Swift, the Chiefs beat the utter shit out of the Bears 41-10.
It's all that Pfizer money Kelsey got.
Yeah. The Cardinals beat the shit out of the Cowgirls 28-16.
Nobody saw that shit coming. It's
So,
gonna be a fun day at work for me with all the Cowboy fans at work.
If you're a friend of High Tech from BB Nation, my prayers go out to him. Not really. He's a Cowgirls fan.
How about them Cowboys? Just send them a message. How about them Cowboys?
And then on the Thursday night game, you had the 49ers spank the Giants yet again, 30-12. Upcoming tonight's game, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Raiders. And then on Monday night,
game?
I got the Steelers. I don't trust the Raiders except for their running back. And then Monday night, we have another twofer. The first game is the Eagles against the Bucks. And then the second game is the Rams against the Bengals. It's like two teams who just don't give a shit. So, yeah, that's what we got going on for that. That's NFL. So, Pops, it's your turn. Oh,
Fantasy first.
I got some photos from last night's Notre Dame Ohio State game. I sent them to you.
Do we have to look at that?
Yeah, do we? Hold on a second.
Well,
I'm gonna find it.
For those of us that have never been to the campus, it is kind of cool when you got a buddy there taking pictures for you.
Could we wait for a day when Notre Dame wins?
Well, if they'd have had 11 people on the field, they probably would have won.
They probably would have, man. Shit.
Hold on a second here.
Yeah,
If they would have made that field, if they would have made that field goal, if they would have kicked the other field goal, whatever. If we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk. And if my aunt had balls, she'd be my transgender aunt. You racist.
No, bigot.
Same thing.
No.
Okay.
What the fuck?
There we go.
Racist.
There's Jesus. I mean, not the actual Jesus. That'd be weird, but
That's touchdown, Jesus.
touchdown Jesus.
Well, this is sports.
Yeah. The entrance to the stadium, Nuke Rockney Gate, main gate. There's touchdown Jesus again. And a video.
That's a video clip of everybody. My friend, he was a lieutenant colonel in the Army. He went with his Ohio State buddies to the game.
How disgusting.
And that's the Colorado Denver Broncos meme I wanted shown earlier.
Oh, shit.
Too much. Too much. Alrighty,
Pops, it's your turn. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Well, wonderful,
Okay.
John. You should have a file there. You think you got it?
Oh, give me a minute. I didn't know we were doing this.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to do fantasy football. My bad. I'm sorry.
I thought you meant the show. I thought you
kind of makes sense to do. Ooh, what the hell is it? Oh, there we go. Wow, it is running slow. All right, hold on, Pops. 1 second. There we go.
Sorry, scrambled brain. I hadn't eaten dinner yet.
It'll load eventually. There we go. All right. You're up,
All
Pops.
right, what?
Got some
Up
NHRA.
there.
Okay.
Jesus.
There we see Smoke, one of the most interesting guys in NASCAR, simply because he can't keep his mouth shut.
Nope.
But he only comments on interesting stuff. However, Tony got involved with drag racing simply because a friend of his in drag racing, who happened to be a multi-time champion, said he should meet this young lady. And this happened to be right during the COVID quarantine time. So this was down in Florida, and he spent the entire week with her and became very, very interested in her and married her. I guess that's the way to say it. Now, Tony is 53 years old, and this was his first marriage. But it turns out she's another racer. But anyway, Tony got involved with her, and he bought a team from Tony Schumacher. He basically bought the assets of the Schumacher team and brought over three of Schumacher's drivers, and Leah was one of those drivers that brought over. But anyway, that was in 2022, and in 2023, he said, "Well, I'd like to try driving too," and so he got into an easy class, top alcohol dragster running. It's not top fuel; it's top alcohol. They run sub 4-second laps too, but Tony, being a novice racer, has had 4 wins so far this year, and leads the NHRA class for top alcohol driver. Next slide. This is what got Tony interested in drag racing and Leah, I guess. Leah has got 17 career wins. 3.631 is her best laps time. That's pretty damn fast. Yeah, she only went 334.15 miles an hour as her top speed.
She related to Scott?
No.
Okay.
I kind of get it. Here she is. She's dressed up in this racing outfit. I get it. She's dressed up in drag. That's what they do in this. The females, they get dressed up like males to race. Is this how this works? She's still way too pretty. She looks way too much like a female.
She is very pretty. She just got out of her car.
How and that's the other thing. How do the male drag racers keep from breaking their high heels?
Well, I know this
Emotional damage.
But she would probably step on Tony's toes if she did wear high heels. Anyway, they are a great couple. There's been rumors that Leah is pregnant with a daughter or son or pregnant. However, they both have poo-pooed that and said, no, she's not pregnant. However, he says, that's something that's pretty interesting, and I've been thinking a lot about it. And if we have a kid, it's going to be interesting when the kid is going to school and I show up just to see what's going on, and someone says, why is your grandfather here? And then we have to say, no, that's my dad, because Tony's 53 now.
Yeah.
His kid would be, when he's 18, would be 71. So, interesting to say the least. Next slide.
Yes, sir.
Kyphon Simpson. Now, I'm not exactly sure how the hell this all came about. But anyway, Kyphon is a fellow Kiwi who has just been hired by Chip Ganassi Racing. He was hired in 2022 to be a development driver. do a bunch of the testing so that Scott and the other drivers don't have to do so much development warning work. But anyway, he's going to drive full time for Chip Ganassi in the IndyCar Series in 2024. And you go to the next slide, you'll see how big Chip Ganassi has become. You got Scott Dixon, 6-time series champion. Alex Palou, 2-time series champion, back-to-back champion, 2022, 2023. You got Marcus Armstrong, who was a champion in Indy Lights, which is Indy Next, is what it's called nowadays. Then Takuma Sato, who's been bouncing around IndyCar forever, but he's a 2-time Indy 500 winner. So Takuma's got the balls to get the job done. And then Kyphon Simpson is the latest addition to Ganassi Racing. But Ganassi's grown to 5 cars, which is outrageous. But he's got good sponsorship for all of them. So be interesting to see where it goes from there. Next slide.
I don't think there is a next slide.
Oh, really? Well, there was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not letting me go forward.
Okay, well, I screwed something up. But let's see. Well, I can go over to here and use this, I guess. The Xfinity drivers raced at Texas Motor Speedway on Saturday night. And amazingly, John Hunter Nemechek won his 7th Xfinity race this year. He is next to amazing, to say the least. He runs full time in the Cup and full time in Xfinity. So he was able to get past Parker Klingerman, I think, with 3 laps to go. And then Sammy Smith was 3rd. Chandler Smith was 4th. 5th was Justin Allgaier. It looked like this was going to be Allgaier's race because on the restart after a caution, he was able to drive away from the field. However, Nemechek was able to battle his way from, I think, 5th place all the way up into 1st and ended up taking away. Cole Custer was 6th. Austin Hill was 7th. Sheldon Creed was 8th. 9th was Brandon Jones, and 10th was Britt Moffitt. Now, I keep talking about a young kid, Mr. Mayer, that he made it into the playoffs. However, he's had 2 races that were pretty poor. His race on Saturday night didn't go real well at all. Matter of fact, he hit the wall just after they took the green flag. He didn't even complete an entire lap before he was out of the race. But he's got 2 more races to get a chance to get into the top 8. And it'll be interesting to see if he can do that. They are going to the Roval next week at Charlotte, and so far this year he's won 2 road course races, so he's got a chance at getting back into where he needs to be. And I don't have the results of the Cup race yet, except other than William Byron winning it, which is kind of interesting to see. Bubba Wallace was on the pole, but he did not finish in the top groups. So don't know what else to tell you there. Maybe before the show's over, they'll post the results. Mm-hmm. But they didn't start till late.
Who won the F1 race?
F1 race. Give me somebody guess who won?
Max
Verstappen.
Oh my God, you got that! I don't know how the hell you figured that out.
Because they're not in Singapore.
You got to use scared.
But the amazing thing is that the second place was a driver we normally don't expect to be in second place. but
Who,
he
Hamilton?
did. He's driving a McLaren, which is not used to being in second place. Although I shouldn't say that. McLaren is I think they're sitting in third place in points, which is pretty awesome to say the least. Let's see. And Lewis Hamilton, I think, finished fourth or fifth. And let me put F1 up there and see if I can get those printed out. Lando Norris finished in second. This will get you. Oscar Piastri. I can't ever say his name. Piastri. He finished in third. Charles Leclerc finished in fourth. Hamilton was in fifth. Sixth was Carlos Sainz. George Russell was in seventh. Alonso was in eighth. Esteban Ocon was in ninth. And 10th was... Oh, there we go.
So are they going to call F1 because it's like virtually impossible for anybody to catch Verstappen now?
Well, yeah, he's been guaranteed the championship since about 4 races ago. I mean, even if he would not get in his car, score any points whatsoever, no one can mathematically beat him. They're really fighting over manufacturer points. However, I will say that manufacturer points will go to Red Bull too. It's all about the second and third place. And that's really important because that's millions of dollars that drop off each level. So second and third place are, well, anyway, I guess the second and third place, second through 10th is big money. Let's put it that way. And we'll just have to wait and see how that all comes out. There we have the results, even though we don't have slides for it. Don't know what happened, but that's me and my computer, I guess.
That happens.
Blame it on the Bears.
Always blame it on the Bears.
I'll blame it on Nagy for not giving Fields any freaking good plays to run, man.
Nagy's not there. He's the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs there, Hoss.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
All righty.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
Back to fantasy football.
Yeah. We gotta get that going, huh?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing with 200 some odd points, John? For God's sakes!
I had 250 plus 2 weeks ago.
Well, it helps when you got a team that plays a college team and wins 70-20.
That did help. That guy wasn't.
So, did anybody find it funny that the Cleveland Browns today played the Cleveland Browns?
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
The original Cleveland Browns, aka the Baltimore Ravens,
okay,
played the Cleveland Browns number 2.
Okay.
What do you mean, bro?
When the Cleveland Browns up and moved to Baltimore,
there was the Colts moved to where? Indianapolis, and then the Browns moved. The Browns moved to Baltimore.
Yeah, the Baltimore Colts.
Holy shit! One person.
You're saying the original team? Okay, all right, I got you.
Follow the bouncing ball, Pook.
Emotional damage.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here? I had you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
Damn, Junior. Wow. You guys are going to ban this show.
Probably. All right. So without further ado, week 3 of the Brittany.
We gotta find a way to change that.
I don't know if we can, man. I don't know. There might be a way, but
You
yeah,
can. It's under edit.
Is it? All right. Well, I don't know, but I think you guys told me last time not to because it was so funny that we screwed up the name. But the Brittany Granger, supposed to be Fantasy Football League year 2. Is it year 2 or
looks
3?
like a 2.
But that's not all
It's
the
a
teams.
2.
What the hell's going on?
It's 2. All right. So first
1,
game up.
2. Okay, 3, 4.
First
5.
game up
Okay.
was my team, Tacos Ghost Monkey versus Can You Digs This? And yeah, as you can see, I think you might be able to if you squint really hard or put your phone right in front of your face. I'm tapped out. All my games are at 1,300, so I got 202 to 56 to 113.88.
Hell, your two wide receivers could have beat. Can you dig this?
Almost.
Not almost. All
6.
they got
7,
68 and 50 is 118 points. That's more than your opponent has.
Yeah. Well, it helped, man. It helped. I mean, Purdy. It's so Purdy. Thursday had a pretty good game. Tyreek Hill went off 157 yards, 9 receptions, 140-yard receiving touchdown. That was huge. Keenan Allen, though, damn, son. I got to see this play. I didn't see the play. I saw the notification on my phone, and then something happened, and I'm like, oh, I'll see it eventually. 18 receptions, 215 yards. He threw a 49-yard touchdown pass, so that helped.
There we go again.
Yeah, it's the trickery. They almost lost that game though. They went 4th and 2 on their own 40 or 34, something like that. I don't know what they were thinking. Minnesota.
That coach always goes for it on 4th down.
Fucking idiot, man. So dumb. So dumb. I mean, everybody else I had did kind of, all right. It was fine, but those two guys just absolutely propelled it. Next game up was Blame It on the Crayons, which is Kyle's team, versus the Combat Santa, which is Chris Benoit Balls. And yeah, it looks like this could be close, but I don't know. It kind of depends on Chase on Monday night. And if Joe Burrow's playing, and Jalen Hurts usually goes off, so we'll see. And you also got Carlson, kicker from going, but yeah, unless Devontae Adams explodes or Williams, now that Cam Akers is gone, he might have a chance to go off in Cincinnati. So we'll see. But I kind of leaning towards Kyle, but it's still not 100% there. I don't think. Next game is my wife. Mama gonna knock you out versus Mar-a-Lago Raiders. What the hell happened to his team?
The
Nothing.
Cowboys suck now.
Oh man, they were terrible. Yeah, nobody did anything for him except for Madison. Madison did. They didn't even get a touchdown. He got 20 points. Wow. Yeah, that I think it's. Yeah, the wife's already won. Because probably more than likely, and it will be real fucked up is if Burrows doesn't make it and she still wins. Because he's still questionable. Nobody knows he's going to play. The coach is like, we got 48 hours. We'll figure it out. It's like, fuck you, dude.
What are you talking about? The game should damn near be over, if not over.
Like last week, me
Monday
playing
night.
Pops. I'm beating Pops'
I take it
ass, and I wake up the next morning going, how the hell did I lose?
Yeah.
I was guaranteed to win. What the hell?
Yeah, I think this one's in the bag though for her. Especially if Burrow starts. Even if he doesn't, she's probably still gonna win. Because he's only got Higgins going, and if Burrow isn't throwing, who's their backup? I have no idea. He's probably not that good. I know they brought in AJ McCarron and somebody else to up their depth at the QB position in Cincinnati, but I'll call this
Andy
one.
Dalton?
No, I don't think they brought in Andy Dalton because he's playing for.
He looked good until he didn't.
Yeah,
Carolina.
Yeah,
he looked good until he didn't in that Carolina Seahawks game.
Yep. So yeah, it's like Mama's gonna go 2-1. It's gonna be a jam log of 2-1s. Yo Mama versus Lunchbox Fartbox. I don't know, man. This one's a little close to call, but I don't know. Nah, maybe not. I think Lunchbox has got this.
Unless Mike Evans goes off.
Yeah, I don't know if Najee Harris is going to or not either. He's got Tyler Higbee. He's got Smith. He's got the Phillies kicker as well. So, yeah, I'm going to probably say Alyssa's going 1 and 2 on that. J-Dub living on a pair 2-2-0 juggernauts.
Pops
You
is
are
putting
going
up
at-
points. Must have some Miami Dolphins on the squad.
He does.
He's got like 15 of them.
2 attack. He's got 4 passing touchdowns, 309 passing yards, 140-yard touchdown pass. That's huge. I tell you, big plays are big money in this fucking league this year. Jefferson went off for him. Yeah, this is yeah. I don't see J-Dub catching up. I don't see him catching up to that. I think that's just
No, you guys are like scoring in
No,
the 200s.
no, J-Dub's got a chance because this was me playing Pops last weekend. I had a 92% chance, and I woke up and went, "What the happened?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I thought it was
Who's
a lot.
got left though, man?
I thought it was a lot. So I looked the next day.
J-Dub's just got
All of a sudden,
the cool wide receiver and Goddard
and Pacheco.
I mean, Goddard could. I mean, he had a 40-yard catch last week, and that's big points right there. So I don't know though. I think I bet, man, I'm giving this one to Pops, but J-Dub does have a prayer. He does have a prayer. And the last game,
the two
Pook's
homies
Picks versus the Full Metal Vet, 2 Ammo Company Marines going at it.
Kill.
Yeah, kill. And Pook's gonna possibly get killed there. I don't know. It's pretty close.
Okay, first of all,
you've got Pittsburgh tight end going, and he's got Cincinnati's D.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, he goes off, you win. Cincinnati's defense goes off. I don't know. I hope you beat Tim because Tim beat me last week because I had like 3 of my starters injured.
Look, chances are I'm looking at the same thing you are. Chances are I'm going to lose. But, I mean, there's no way I'm going to get hammered unless this defense really comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they are playing the Rams. Who do the Rams have?
Matthew Stafford.
The Rams have been putting up some points, man.
Yeah. Well,
they've been putting up some points.
Not the Rams of last year, so. Yep.
No, but, I mean, Cooper Kupp's hurt and stuff. But, you know.
Yeah.
And we knew we knew the quarterback was injured coming into the season with a back problem. So, I mean, but
but
they're putting up some points. They surprised me, as a matter of fact. I didn't draft any of their players really, besides Cup in the league, which was dumb, obviously.
looks like Pops is going to be the only undefeated, and there's going to be quite a few 2-1s out there. Well, maybe not quite a few. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, well, 4 out of the 12 would be 2-1.
Minnie, I gotta go deal some craps right now.
You gotta go deal some craps right now?
Yeah, I got right now, man. Right now, I gotta put on my work shoes and my shirt and my badge, and my apron, and I gotta go do some serious adult daycare, man.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Doc. Sorry, I was looking at the comments and everything, but Pook, love you. See you. Jones had a great comeback to UFC, and your Lions won. Congratulations on that. Jake Browning I've never heard that dude. Justin Kinney chiming in. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate it. He says that Pops has got that one. I agree. I agree on that one. So yeah, that wraps up the fantasy.
So moving on to fantasy baseball. So currently we have in fantasy baseball, we have going. Wait, no, we'll pull it.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Know your fucking place. Trash.
So Full Metal Vet is playing the Dingbats. Full Metal Vet is winning 6-4.
Ugh.
I'm playing Mini.
Yeah.
I'm winning 6-3.
Well,
So it looks like in the championship game, it's going to be me and Tim. For fourth place, it looks like John is going to play me and my backup team.
yeah. Yeah, I just lost to a guy with 2 fucking teams who makes trades with himself. Fucking unbelievable. Fucking
Cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.
yeah. Motherfucker makes trades with himself. Jesus.
Hey, I told you all trades were open.
Yeah, huh?
And nobody was doing trades, so I
with
went, well,
yourself?
okay, all right. Doot, 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 doot. All
That's
right.
the biggest bullshit ever. Even Proby was like, what? What is going on here? He's making trades with himself. I'm like, yeah, he is. I know. It's fucked up.
Oh, wow. I swapped Xander Bogaerts for fucking Fernando Tatis.
Which would never fucking happen if you didn't have both those guys on you ownership on 2 different teams, dude. Come on, man.
And the bad thing is, the team
Yeah,
that's
it's all
beating
bad.
Tom,
Yeah.
I haven't changed since freaking March.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I don't care, man. I made it again.
Hey, it's fun. It's fun.
I made it into the playoffs, which is all you looking out for in fantasy football. I haven't played fantasy baseball in fucking like 12 years.
We
This is
would
my
have had
first
another.
year.
We would have had another person, but their email couldn't pan out. And when I tried to
But
put
remember the first month, I was in last place, if you remember.
And-
so I came all the way from last place to second.
and I tried to put Pop's name in, and it wouldn't let Pops take over the team. So I'm like, well, somebody has to take control of this team. So I'm like, screw it. Can't just have an unmanaged team.
Drunk on a Sunday afternoon outside of Youngstown, Ohio, I figured out how to assign a team to somebody. So, just saying. No, I mean, fucking whatever. You win. I made the playoffs. I made it. You know, that's huge. I learned an awful lot and about stuff I had forgotten about fantasy baseball. And so next year I'd stand by.
So
I'd stand by for y'all because I'm going to put a hurt in because I kind of got it figured out. Kind of.
So as we're doing,
how does fantasy baseball work? I mean,
you play somebody over the course of a week.
Like the player does.
Yes.
You play over a whole week except for the All-Star break. Then when you come back from the All-Star break, you play for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then during that week, you can change your lineup. You have to make sure you're playing people that are actually starting, not starting.
I don't know if they're all back, dude. I mean, the Tigers are kind of, and the Red Wings are kind of,
the Tigers.
The Lions are doing well. I'll give you that, and good for them.
I'll give them that.
Yeah, Cotton Candy putting us off Goff. They're still putting up some fucking serious points. So yeah, but moving on from fantasy baseball.
So if we have exactly a little over October 3rd is the wild card games. So we've got like a week and a half left of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
If wild card started today, it would be Tampa Bay. They've already clinched the wild card spot. Unless, Baltimore shits the bed.
Are you going through the standings now or what?
Yeah. And then it would be for wild card, currently right now, it'd be Tampa Bay, Toronto, and Houston. And then for the National League, it would be Philly, Arizona, and Chicago. And that's for the wild card. Now moving on to the standings. We'll do the American League East. Officially eliminated are the Red Sox and the Yankees. Moving on. The Toronto Blue Jays are still in it. Looks like they're going to make the playoffs. They're 87-69. 7-3 of their last 10. They have a 97.5% chance to make the playoffs. You have the Tampa Bay Rays at 95-62. They're 2.5 games back. They have a plus 129 run differential. 5-5 in their last 10. They're in the playoffs. The Baltimore Orioles are 97-59. Plus 127 run differential. 6-4 in their last 10. They're in the playoffs. Moving on to the American League Central. Everybody's been eliminated but the Minnesota Twins. I mean, that's freaking weird. All gone by in 1 week.
The American League, every American League Central owner right now.
Yep, that's everybody. Yep. and that's their analytical.
Your computers fucked me. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, they fired some people in a town very near and dear to you, obviously on your short, and they fired some people in Chicago. But we'll see. We'll see if anybody else gets housed. I doubt.
So the Twins made the playoffs
by default.
Yeah, because everybody else got eliminated.
Exactly. Hey, is there anybody still breathing? Yeah. What's your name? The Twins. All right, you're in.
Twins. Okay, you're in. Yep.
Somebody's got to come.
Moving on to the weirdest race in all of baseball, the American League West.
Best race. What do you mean weird?
I mean,
bestest race.
You have the Seattle Pilots at 84-71. They're 3 games back. Plus 99 run differential, 4-6 in their last 10. There's a 55.1% chance to make the playoffs.
I don't know, dude. The one I'm looking at over on ESPN has them at 43.9. They've lost 3. They had a chance to play the Rangers this weekend, right?
Yeah.
And they got swept. Oops.
Did it
That'll
change
do
again?
it. Yeah. No. They lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, they've lost 3. It says they're 4-6 in their last 10 with a 55.1% chance. And then the Houston Astros are at 85-71, 2.5 games back, plus 115 run differential. Also lost 3 in a row, 3-7 in their last 10, 56.6% chance to make the playoffs. Then somehow or another, this team figured out how to win again.
Yeah, without Max Scherzer.
Yeah, they are the Texas Rangers at 87-68. Plus 167 run differential, won their last 5, 6-4 in their last 10. They're got a 90.9% chance to make the playoffs. Wow. My, how things have changed. Yep. Moving on to the National League East. A team that is definitely clinched.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Braves.
What's their division?
Yeah, they've clinched the division, so all that's left now is Philly and the Marlins possibly playing for a wild card spot. The Marlins are at 81-75, 18.5 games back, negative 51 run differential, 6-4 in their last 10, 56.8% chance to make the playoffs.
What page are you using?
ESPN.
Have you refreshed it lately?
Yeah, I just refreshed it.
Okay, because I just did, and I see fucking nothing close to what you're saying.
And then Philly, they're at 86-69, 13 games back, plus 77 run differential. Winners of their last 4, 7-3 in their last 10. They have a 99.9% chance to make the playoffs. Moving on to the National League Central. The Cincinnati Reds and the Cubs are fighting for a playoff spot. The Reds are at 80-77, 8.5 games back, negative 48 run differential. Winners of their last game, they're 4-6 in their last 10, 8.2% chance to make the playoffs. Then in second place is Chicago Cubs, 82-74, 6 games back, plus 101 run differential. Winners of their last 3, 4-6 in their last 10, 58.8% chance to make the playoffs. Then you have the Milwaukee Brewers at 88-68, plus 79 run differential. Lost their last 2 games, 6-4 in their last 10. 100% chance to make the playoffs. Moving on to the National League West, Colorado Rockies have been eliminated. The Padres are
Since 2000.
fighting for a spot.
The Padres like, oh shit, the season's almost over. Oh, we should start winning games,
Yeah, we should
boys.
start playing games now and winning.
9-1 in their last 10. Like, way to wait to the last 2 weeks of the season, you fucks.
Yeah, not like you can't change your 6-22 in 1-run games.
Oh, that's so bad, dude.
If you take 10 wins of that away and they won, they're in the freaking playoffs.
Well, that's what shitty teams do, bro.
Yeah, I know. So
they lose run games.
The Padres are 76-79, 19 and a half games back, plus 81 run differential, 8-2 in their last 10, and a negative 0.1% chance to make the playoffs.
Woo!
The San Francisco Giants are 77-78, 18 and a half games back, a negative 32 run differential, 3-7 in their last 10, a 0.3% chance to make the playoffs.
Sure.
Then you have the Arizona Diamondbacks at 82-73, negative 16 run differential, 6-4 in their last 10, 75.9% chance to make the playoffs. Then this damn team that plays over a Mexican graveyard. You have the
Indian graveyard.
Yep. The damn Brooklyn Dodgers at 95-59, plus 197 run differential, 7-3 in their last 10. They're in the playoffs.
Yeah, they
and like I said
division.
earlier,
dude, you gotta tip it to the Dodgers though. Like, you think about losing like Walker Buehler.
Yeah.
A lot of their pitching staff, man, has just been
their pitching staff was basically on IR half the majority of the league, and they're still in first place.
Yeah. They're hit. I'm getting echo. Is anybody else echo? No. All right. I think I know what it might be.
And just to reiterate, the National League right now, if it was to go to the playoffs, the Phillies would be the first wild card team. Arizona would be number 2. The Cubs would be number 3. And for the American League, the Blue Jays would be number 1, or the Rays would be number 1. The Blue Jays would be number 2, and the Astros would be number 3.
Yeah, but we still got a week left of baseball, don't we?
Yep.
Week-ish.
There's a week-ish left of baseball. Playoffs officially start October 3rd.
No. So some other news. Shohei Ohtani got the surgery done on his elbow. Everything looks good. He should be able to bat and play the field next year. Don't know about playing the field, but he'll be able to bat. I don't think they're going to put him
He'll
on
be
the
able to
field.
bat, and then 2025 he'll be able to pitch.
Right. So what was going to be the craziest offseason in free agent history may not be as crazy as one thought because, well, I mean, you're basically signing a pretty good DH for a year, and that's what you're getting. And then hopefully, maybe the next year he'll start pitching again, but that's a fucking maybe. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on with that. The Rays, got to tip your hat to them too. I mean, another team that basically lost 4/5 of their starting rotation this year, and it's just
still cranked out that run differential. My God.
I know, right? Best in the American League.
And had a pedophile in the Dominican Republic.
Allegedly.
He's on 3 cases now.
Yeah, Franco is Well, I know it is the Dominican Republic, so weird things happen down there. Just saying.
When they fly over to get you, that's a problem.
Yeah. I think we said last week Red Sox fired their president of baseball operations.
Thank God.
The rumors are flying on who it's going to be. Some of the league candidates I've heard are Theo Epstein, which that was funny.
Please, for the love of God, bring him back.
Yeah, I know every Boston fan is like, what can we sacrifice? Get Theo.
Please.
Another
Theo
guy was, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I apologize. The Arizona Diamondbacks president of operations. They're talking about looking at him as well. I'm trying to think any other news.
Mike Trout's been shot down.
Yeah, Mike Trout went down on the 60-day IL. Yeah, he's done. That wrist injury. They're like, we're shutting him down. We got to get him healthy because we got to trade him. They're like, hey, if you want to be traded, we'll do that. Like, really? You made that a public thing? Wow, they're just so dysfunctional over there in Los Angeles. Angels of Anaheim. They are so dysfunctional. It starts at the top. Artie Moreno's man. He made some money, but he's a fucking whoo. I'm not sure how he did it because he's fucked that team up, and he's had some of the worst contracts out there. You think about Albert Pujols' contract? What a fucking farce that was. Anthony Rendon. Oh my God, $300 million. He's just terrible. And he's shitty with the press. He's like everything you don't want to be. To the
here are the leading candidates for my Red Sox. For a GM, you have James Click. He won he was with the Astros. No, don't want him.
No.
Mike Hazen of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
He was but the reason why we like him is because he was a fixture in our front office for so long with Theo. So he knows how Theo works. We also have no more weird people named Amel. He was there when freaking Donkey Dick traded Mookie Betts, so I don't want him back. Chris Anatoni, he's from Cleveland. No, don't want anybody from Cleveland here. Even if you are tight with Terry Francona, whatever. Eddie Romero, he's an assistant GM in our system. No, you were tampered by Bloom. You're gone. I don't want you back. Sam Fields, he's in Philadelphia, but he served under Dombrowski, another guy that screwed over our team. I don't want him. No. John Daniels, he's from the Rangers. That might be good. Brandon Gomes from the Dodgers might be good. And somehow or another, this name popped up. I don't know how. Is Theo. And apparently we're offering the world for Theo.
Ownership.
Well, if you make that man an owner, that might work.
That would be actually.
And the Yankees look like they're going to have a fire sale.
Possibly. Justin Kennedy, hearing about the Rockies being officially eliminated from the playoffs this weekend, it's a great weekend to be a Colorado sports fan. He says, and there was a bit of an echo there. I don't know what I think I fixed it. I think it was something with my mic. So I fiddled and piddled and don't seem to have an echo anymore. Which is great. Atlanta Braves, another thing. I'm already getting see my see this thing, see this vein here, it's starting to pop. You know why? Any idea why? Because I got 4,000 notifications from every fucking sports site in the world that Ronald Acuna was a part of the 40-40 club. No, he wasn't a part of the 40-40 club. You fucking lazy pieces of shit. He's a part of the 40-70 club, which has never fucking been a thing, but you sent all your alerts out. Ronald Acuna Jr., it's better to be 40-40 club, number fucking MLB history. No, only person to ever do this. 40-70, ever. When you couldn't even do that right. And this is your job. ESPN, Bleacher Report, The Athletic, Yahoo Sports, everybody. 40-40
Barstool Sports.
Barstool. Oh, fuck them. Him and their fucking owner just fucking die. He's such a pompous cunt. Anyways, yeah, like, dude, can you just oh my God, does anybody who does these alerts know what the hell they're talking about? It's like, are they baseball fans? Oh, he's part of the 40-40 club. No.
He's
Yes, but he's part of the 40-70 club, which, you know what? You know how many people are in that?
him.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the fucking next NL MVP. I'm sorry. We talked about it last week. Remember last year me arguing about Shohei versus
Aaron Judge.
and I said what was going to win? It was the long ball. Chicks dig the long ball. Sports writers are basically high-functioning retards. So they just go for shiny things. Well, for shiny, he has 62 home runs. Forget about the guy who was going to hit 40 dingers, win you 15 games. Oh, he hits and pitches. No. 62 home runs.
Yeah, let's live the guy. Let's go with the guy who had to take some time off to come off the steroids because of the giant gap teeth in his mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh,
I mean, I love Judgy, man. I love Judgy, but damn. But this year, it's, Mookie Betts is arguably got a very. He's got. Hey, it should be
Mookie or
Mookie.
Freeman.
Or it could be Freeman too. Yeah, we argued this last week, but I think it's gonna go down to sexy. Once Ronnie got into the 40-70 club,
he should win it.
Morons. Yeah, he's gonna win it. That's all there is to it. Interesting thought. What about Mike Trout to the Philadelphia Phillies?
Oh, sending him back home?
Yeah.
Oh God. So that means they're gonna send freaking what's his face?
I don't know what's his face.
The guy I can't stand from Las Vegas back to
Bryce
LA.
Harper? No. That's not gonna be a swap. That's just gonna be they're gonna pick him up. They're gonna trade for him, but they're not gonna get rid of Bryce. No, you're gonna have those guys.
Who's gonna DH?
Fucking Kyle Schwarber. All the dude does is hit home runs and singles. That's what he does. That's 215, hits home runs and singles. Like, I don't even want to look up his WAR, but if you want to remind me here in a little bit, I will look up Kyle Schwarber's
It's
WAR.
negative.
Is it
negative?
I bet you it's not anymore. Maybe it's close, but it was for a while.
It's very negative. It's like negative 1.9.
Gotta give some love to Miami Marlins too, man. Hanging in there in the wild card race. Lost Sandy Alcantara, called that. He was hurt, and I wish some of these guys, man, if you get a twinge, you got kids and they're pitching, and Dad, I get twinge and I get a little swelling. Yeah, we're going to get an MRI instead of just suck it up, rub some dirt on it. No, that's a tear, and it's going to be a real big one the next time you just unload, or you drop your elbow a little too low throwing a slider, and you don't get on top of it, and you try and force it, and that ligament's just going to go
boom, bye-bye,
and you're done. You get a feeling, you go get it checked out, man. Yeah, Miami Marlins is still impressive. I mean, you got a minus 51 run differential, and they're still above 500. It's very strange. I'm very proud of my Cubbies, man. I remember at the beginning of the year, I was third place at best, I hope. Will they make it? I don't know. I hope they do, but I'm really concerned with them re-signing Cody Bellinger or extending him.
I think they will.
They fucking should. He obviously loves it there, and he's done great. And I think he's a veteran presence, in that clubhouse. He's a guy who's won a World Series, been an MVP.
Resting pot face.
Yeah, and he does have a resting pot face. It'd be good for some of the young guys. The Reds, you guys got to work on your pitching. Jesus Christ, seriously. I know two of your best guys are hurt, but they're also very young, and both of them, generally speaking, have no idea where the ball is going to go when they throw it. So you need to work on that. The Pirates, Lord, I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys gave us a Cinderella season for the first month, 2 months. It was fun. We got to play the Pirates of the Caribbean theme and have a good time with it. But the St. Louis Cardinals,
just start completely over.
This completely start over. Absolutely. And one of the ways you do that is fire your manager.
Yes.
Because he's terrible. The Dodgers, no big surprise. Even they lost a couple pitchers. I mean, man, it's just they're so deep. It's how you should run an organization. Diamondbacks, good on them, where they play for rings in the desert. They've been a surprise this year. I like it. Other than that, little discussion turns to NL. I'd like the discussion to turn to NL Cy Young. Who do you got, Kyle? Because there's 3 guys that are it, right? Blake Snell of the Padres,
Blake Snell,
Justin Steele of the Cubs, and Spencer Strider of the Atlanta Braves. Now, I think Strider's going to win it eventually. One day he's going to win it. He gets that third pitch in, and it's over. If that dude can figure out how to throw a circle change, fucking over. It's over. You're done. You are done. But right now he just throws that 98 to 100 mile an hour heat in a slider, which works, you know. But here's Blake Snell's, this year, 2023 Baseball Reference. I'm going off 5.8 WAR, 14-9. You got 2.33 ERA, which is great. 174 innings pitched. He's got 1.195 WHIP. He's also walked a lot of people, more than the other 2 by a fucking long shot. He also seems to have the lowest batting average with runners in scoring position, which is weird. He walks the guy, a bloop and a walk, and now you got 2 guys on base. One of them is in scoring position, and he just fucking just turns into a different guy. It's crazy. His walk rate is fucking bad.
Oh, we forgot Zach Gallen from the Diamondbacks too.
Yeah. Justin Steele. Neither of those 2 are really seriously in that conversation.
I think it's between Strider and Snell.
Justin Steele of the Cubs, another 2-pitch pitcher. WAR this year 3.8, won 16 games, lost 5. His ERA is 3. 168 inning pitch, 170 strikeouts. Nowhere near what Blake's.
Did somebody freeze?
I think Minnie froze. He's really good at.
Rarely is he that quiet.
Still,
that's the only thing was gonna bring it up.
Yeah. So in my eyes, it looks like for me, it's between Spencer Strider of the Braves and Blake Snell of the Padres for the National League Cy Young.
Yeah. Justin Steele. Yeah, why not? 16-5. Okay, so he's won 2 more games. His ERA is only, it's a little bit higher, but not much. Strikeouts, does that matter? I don't think so. Spencer Strider, though, 3.4 WAR. He's won 18 games, lost 5, 3.73 ERA, which is this. I have my fantasy baseball team, and he's one of those guys who goes like a month without giving up a run, and then he gets whacked for like 9. And it's weird. 176 innings pitched, 270 strikeouts, dude. Woo! A 1.063 WHIP, which is walks and hits per innings pitch, and hits batter. Actually, that goes into that too as well, because that's a man on base. Man, I'd like to see Justin Steele. I'm going to be a homer on this. All the talk is about Blake Snell, so that's probably where it's fucking going to go, unfortunately, because, again, baseball writers are fucking idiots, and they're sheep, and they'll just, whatever's hot, that's what they'll go with. But I'd rather take Justin Steele in a playoff game over Blake Snell in a playoff game to start game 1 any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Hey, what did we decide last week on the MVP?
We didn't, because
we're going to do that today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's still going. But for NL MVP for sure, it's gonna be Ronnie.
It's going to be if it's not Acuna, it's going to be Freeman.
I don't think Mookie's gonna get. I think second and third are gonna be real close in the votes, but I still think Mookie's gonna get second, which would be hilarious, you know, if it really went sideways and the writers actually had some brains,
and did the right thing for once.
And they got Mookie first, Freeman second, and then Ronald Acuna third. But that's not happening. It's gonna be the exact opposite. It's gonna be Ronnie and then Mookie. And then Freddie probably.
Well, Cody, he's done something this year that's never been done before, right?
Yes. Yep. It's a 40-70. 40 home runs, 70
so
steals.
Freeman.
Yeah. 25 home runs, 50 doubles, and
20 stolen bases.
20 steals. Nobody's ever done that in Major League Baseball history. Freddie Freeman stealing bases like a gangster. And here's the funny thing: his rate is greater than Acuna's because he's been caught.
Nobody thinks Freeman's going to steal. He just stands there, shoots the shit with you, and then takes off.
Yeah. It's like, hey, do you see that chick in the third row? First movement, boom, gone. Because that's how he has to steal. First movement on a walking lead. That's how he has to steal because he's not fast enough to do it any other way. Which is fine, whatever. I love him. My vote goes to Justice Steele because I'm gonna pull the homer shit. But
I'm going for Blake Snell.
I know because you're a Padres fan and you're doing the same thing. But I'd rather have Justice Steele or Spencer Strider start game one of a playoff series than Blake Snell, because Blake Snell walks too many fucking people, man. And it makes me nervous. He can't, in the freaking playoffs. That's just asking for it, man. Like 30 in the regular season, 33% of leadoff walks end up scoring.
But he's also on the team.
I don't know what it is.
League ERA too.
Yeah, but you know what he's gonna be doing in October? Playing golf.
Yeah.
Justice Steele's probably got a good chance of being in the postseason. Spencer Strider is obviously going to be in the postseason. So I think that should be put in consideration too. So
for American League, you've got Pablo Lopez of the Twins, Kevin Gussman of the Blue Jays, Framber Valdez of the Astros.
That's who's probably going to win it.
Another freaking Twin, Sonny Gray.
I love Sonny Gray, dude.
Luis Castillo of the Mariners or Garrett Cole of the Yankees.
Now that you said that, it's probably going to be Garrett Cole.
So I'm going to go with Luis Castillo.
All right, I'll take Garrett Cole because it's the Yankees and reasons. The Yankees, man. I mean, come on. It's New York versus Seattle. Who do the baseball writers want to suck up to more? Seattle or New York? I'm going to go with New York because they're sniveling little snot-nosed morons, and that's what they do.
Well, according to ESPN's predictor, which I don't believe for anything, for American League, it's Pablo Lopez, then Kyle Bradish, Carlos Estevez, Chris Bassett, Zach Eflin, Emmanuel Chase, Luis Castillo, Jordan Romero, Garrett Cole, then Felix Bautista. And for the National League, it's Razel Iglesias, Zach Gallen, Clayton Kershaw, David Bender, Blake Snell, Justin Steele, Camilla Duvall, Alex Diaz, Spencer Strider, Devin Williams.
All right. I want to play one of my favorite guys ever. He is just I'm trying. There we go. Just one of the most informed people in the business. Sarcasm. Loved by millions. Had a call with the infamous Fuzzy. Fuzzy's everybody knows who Fuzzy is. Twitter legend, call-in legend, on especially in the Northeast of baseball. and he called into Stephen A. Smith's show, who we all know who's a racist blowhard and a piece of shit. Just saying. And I'm not scared to box him either, by the way. If he wants to fight me, I'm 100% behind that because I've seen him hit the bag, and it's hilarious. It's cute almost. Like,
well, yeah, you both could fight each other with one arm tied behind your back because his shoulder's fucked up and your shoulder's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, mine's reconstructed. It's ready, let's go. But yeah, this fucking guy came up and did this shit this week. I just
First of all, do me a favor. Tell the baseball community to help.
Now,
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? I have.
Whoa! Be quiet. Call up. You're gonna ask me a question. Let me answer.
Did he? Wait, hold on.
I know.
Did he ask him a question?
Blasphemous.
I know. Baseball, the sport. What happens is.
Hold on a second.
You're gonna call up. You're gonna ask me a question. Let me answer.
I think he actually did say ask.
I know.
Good for you.
Baseball, the sport. What happens is because I'm so busy with other sports, I don't get to watch much baseball. But the reason why we don't watch as much baseball, Fuzzy, if you did, is because people don't care ratings-wise when we're watching baseball. We're trying to change that. First of all, do me a favor. Tell the baseball community.
What did he say? I couldn't hear him.
You couldn't hear him?
No.
Oh, he basically said that nobody watches baseball because nobody watches baseball, and he needs to shut up. Yeah. I don't know why you guys couldn't hear it. Let me check it again. Let's see here. Let's see if I got this. I mean, I had it turned up all the way. Yeah, I had it turned up all the way.
I got my volumes at 100%.
First of all, do me a favor. Tell the baseball community to shut the hell up. Let me
Why
tell you
would
what.
we do that?
Let me.
Why would we do that? I have.
Whoa!
Speaking baseball.
Whoa! Be quiet. You're gonna call up. You're gonna ask me a question. Let me answer.
Blasphemous.
I know. Baseball, the sport. What happens is because I'm so busy with other sports watching it, I don't get to watch as much baseball. But the reason why we don't watch as much baseball, Fuzzy, if you did your homework, is because people don't care ratings-wise when we're watching baseball. We're trying to change that. First of all, do me a favor.
Yeah. I don't know why you couldn't hear it. Everybody else seemed to be able to, but that's weird. It happens. It happens. But hold on a second here, guys. So, Fuzzy calls it blasphemous. And it is. Stephen A. Smith's an idiot. He's the guy who walks into the room and goes, I don't know what I'm talking about, but fuck you. That's Stephen A. Smith pretty much in a nutshell. He's a fucking douche canoe and a racist. But he fits right in with woke ESPN, so you know, good for them. Some other fun things in baseball, if I can find them. Oh God, what did Sarah Lang have for me this week? Oh yeah, there we go. So the Brewers clinched, and one of the guys responsible. Pretty funny dude, man. Pretty funny dude. Last name Perez. Is it Rowdy? I can't remember what they call him. Yeah, this guy's the first position player in history to finish a game on the mound for a team the day they clinched the playoff spot. So watch this guy's awesome velocity. All right, 3-2 count. Are you ready? What do you think's coming? Slider, changeup, forkball, splitter. What do you think's coming, guys?
Forkball.
It's a high fastball.
Whee!
That's 63 miles an hour. Dude, you got smoked by a 63 mile an hour fastball. Let's watch that again.
Whee!
And he struck him out. The announcer.
Whee!
Jesus.
And he struck him out. High cheese.
Oh,
look at the Thomas.
Okay, so now we got to the ridiculous. I'll throw two ridiculous things out. Next year, there will not be a dirt race at Bristol. They're going to go back to racing on the concrete.
Oh, no.
And then on Tuesday, look for the penalties from NASCAR. Kyle Busch spun out in the race at Texas, and rather than wait for a tow truck or anything, he just drove the car backwards around the track and into the pits.
Here's the interview. Thanks, Pop. I appreciate that. I got the interview. Rowdy Tellez gave this guy. Oh, this is just too funny.
Cy Young candidate now. So
Cy Young candidate, baby.
How does that conversation come about? How, did you think you really had a shot at going out there and pitching tonight?
yeah, I was actually walking up to get loose, thinking I was going to go in for Santana to play first, and Count's like, psst. And I poked my head back around the corner, and he goes, "Can you throw strikes?" I said, "Yes, absolutely." I took my sweatshirt off, my arm sleeve off, and I ran upstairs, tried to find every lefty I could in here. Found Wade. I was like, he doesn't use this glove. Ran back in.
I was going to ask who's going.
That was in the 7th, so I was a little jacked, a little hyped up. So I sat on the bench, almost put my AirPods in to lock it in, but it's not good.
So, any nerves out there?
Absolutely not.
No?
When you're a leader, what you do, it's highest level of the game.
Roddy, did it strike you that this is a postseason?
It's illegal to wear AirPods?
You're in the highlight.
Yeah, AirBuds. I don't know. Yeah, because it can be transferred. You can use them to transfer information.
When you go out in high leverage situations, you turn the page and you shut it down and lock it in.
It's so fucking full of shit. The first time he's ever
done
this,
my whip's better than yours.
My whip's better than yours.
They're already tweeting Cy Young candidate.
I saw
He was a strikeout and cherry on top for you today, then? Were you expecting to strike out the side? Or?
No. Murph said if I walk somebody, I owe him $50. So I was like, well, Vic, sit on the corners, watch Maddox work.
Watch Maddox work.
Rowdy, for you to have 6 wins in the postseason, obviously there's more that you guys want to accomplish.
That's the most of that I wanted to get for you guys. It was hilarious. I thought.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse in the NFL.
Yeah, what happened?
Week 4's matchup on television.
Yeah.
The fucking Bears again.
Yeah.
For the 4th week in a row is going to be on national television. And they're going to play the damn Broncos.
Hey, that's a game I got to tune in for, baby. Woo!
Let's see who gets fired first.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna give Pops some love because he's wearing his gear, and I love it. Red's having a rough time of it a little bit lately, but especially Ellie De La Cruz having a rough time of it. When's the last time?
How to hit?
When's the last time Ellie De La Cruz was hitting above 200? Can anybody tell me?
No idea.
When he's
July. It was July.
Yeah.
August and September have been under 200. So somebody's having trouble with the curve. But Joey Votto, which could be his last season. Could be. Hope not. But could be his last season. Came up to bat today at Great American Ballpark and was given, I consider, a very well-deserved standing ovation.
Well, I think that this is their last home game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Get up! Get up! Class act, class ball player. Definitely a Hall of Famer. For sure. I don't know first ballot, but he's going to get in. So they give him a timeout. All right. Which you have to put in for ahead of time with Major League Baseball, or you're going to get a pitch clock violation.
Yeah.
So they knew this was happening. They put in for it. The umpires knew about it. Everybody's standing. Stands are filled in Cincinnati, which is a fucking rare thing. And, yeah, the city loves Joey, and Joey loves the city. I hope this is not his last year. He's a class act, one of the best left-handed batters in the last 20 years. You look at his on-base percentage, and oh my gosh, it's just, It's on Gollies. All right, guys. I gotta go bat though. That's the last thing he did. I gotta go bat.
Here you go.
I loved it.
I'm sending you something.
Hold on.
I gotta send it to you.
I gotta get through my things here. But yeah, for sure. What else did I have? I had something else up here for baseball. I swear I did. Maybe not. Maybe that was it. And big shout out again to Sarah Lang. Just find her at Sarah Lang's on Twitter or on X. And go get you a baseball is the best t-shirt, which they very creatively done. Helps ALS, which is a 100% killer. And Sarah, a very beautiful woman, very talented researcher, and dedicated baseball nerd. Was diagnosed with ALS not all that long ago, and it is beginning to take its toll on her. And when that happens, I am not going to be in a good place because I love her. She's funny as shit. Great tweets. Oliver's responds back to people. And she's taken this on with an amount of dignity that is to be admired and also copied, because she's staring death in the face, and she still does interviews and laughs and just loves the baseball, and she sends the best goober stuff as far as baseball goes. So yeah. What did you send me?
Somebody was at a Chiefs game today.
It says attachment unavailable, sir.
Okay, I'll resend it. Did you not get it?
I apparently got it. It's, the Taylor Swift one?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
No, but you got to see the enthusiasm here.
Why?
She scores a touchdown and she's got an O face.
Oh.
She's not in her box. She's in Mama Kelsey's box.
Yeah.
With the family.
Paid for by Pfizer, right? Yeah. There you go.
Yep, that's it.
She's like, he's got
ready.
some of the. Screw them both. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete. There's no doubt about it. Her music
and he was impressive in the game too.
Her music is mediocre at best. She puts on a hell of a show, though.
You can't convince her fans that.
Well, that's a good question. How many Swiftie fans could you fight before you got killed? Like fucking 10? I got a lot, right? Just bare hands, or do I get a weapon? I get a baseball bat. I can do that all day long.
Napalm.
Napalm. Who gets that? That's not fair.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's got to be like a handheld weapon.
Hey, Walking Dead rules. You take out a mass group of people as possibly as you can. And I hate that damn show, but when I'm going by Walking Dead rules,
yeah,
and it's mob, I got my katana, a barbed wire baseball bat, a plethora of napalm, and anything else I can get my hands on. And then I'll start farting.
Yeah, I want a Bernelli shotgun. That's my zombie weapon. But anyways, without further ado, let's close it up. Had some fun tonight. Good job by Pook. Good job by Pops. Good job by Doc as well. We had some fun. We absolutely settled nothing, which is good.
Like normal.
Yeah, like normal. It's a good thing. So final thoughts shall ensue. Pops.
Well, golly gee. I wasn't ready for this. But anyway.
All right, Sarah Palin. You can cuss on this show, Pops, as much as you want. Nobody cares.
Here, I guess the key is that just like the show, it's not planned to be stupid. It just happens.
No, it just happens that way.
I don't know, but just because you're down and out because things are not going your way, think a little bit more about it. Talk to a friend, and just tell them what you're feeling, and why you're feeling that way, and maybe you'll talk yourself out of doing something stupid. Because really, it's just that the alternate is the easy way out, and we all know the easy way out is not the way we want to be. So,
Absolutely not. All right, Devil Dog.
Just have fun, live your life, enjoy everything's going on around you. Don't sweat the small shit. If it's bugging you out, talk about it. Write it down. Don't let it bottle it up inside. If you need to talk, reach out to somebody. When somebody reaches out to you, just
Slide
listen.
into my DMs.
Just listen when somebody talks to you. Other than that, unless you're a Dodgers fan, a Yankees fan, a Celtic or a Lakers fan, a Knicks fan, I'd give two shits.
That's 4, dude. Your list is growing, son.
Yeah, really.
It's a little disturbing. I gotta say it. To caveat on what Devil Dog, you know, I was gonna say. To caveat on what Devil Dog and Pops were saying. Remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There are a lot of resources out there. I know that the 988 line from the VA took a huge hit this week, and whoever that person was responsible should be found, tarred, feathered, and hung from a fucking yardarm. But, you know, it's the VA, so probably nothing's going to happen to that person. Look, you know, you got to reach out. You got to every place you can, and so much not in our nature. I get it, but you got to do it. You got it, and I'm telling you, it's so cathartic. It's so amazing. Actually, just somebody picks up and listens to you talk, bitch, moan, complain, whine, everything that's going on with you. They're gonna listen to, and then if you form a bond of trust with that person, it's great. And then the healing can begin a little bit, and then we can start directing you into places where you need to go. I'm not gonna mention his name, and I don't know if I'll ever have him on air again, but I would love to have him tell a story, because he has come 180 in the last 6 months from a destructive cycle to an amazing. Like, I've never seen the guy look happier. I've never seen him look better. And big shout out to Camp Hope out there in Texas, because they are obviously doing good work. Because my boy, this dude, he was having some issues, and it's something he refused to deal with or couldn't deal with, and now he is. So the point is, if you're willing to fight, and here's the thing, he has kids. That helps tremendously. If you're going through divorce, whatever, the chronic pain, I get the chronic pain. Doc gets the chronic pain, probably way more than I do. But yeah, it sucks. It hurts. It makes you an asshole. It makes you depressed. It's brutal. But you have your moments, and as long as you have your moments, you keep fighting for those moments, and you keep going. So remember, just reach out and never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Without further ado, I think we'll have James sign us out if you guys are all cool with that. Other than that,
how's he doing in school?
He loves it.
Cool.
And his speech is exponentially getting better.
Super.
So, I mean, they're talking about the bar kind of low, but
yeah,
every time he goes to school, he's speaking more and more and more and more when he comes home. So
that's super.
Hopefully that does it. And it also helps. He's probably the biggest kid in the class, so nobody really messes with him too much. Kid's kind of huge. My wife makes mutant babies. So, but without further ado, I love you, Doc. I love you, Pops. I love you, brother Bishop Pook Dawg. Sayonara. Good night. And we love you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.